Welcome back, y'all. Doing a quick summary of the summer event part 2. Got our Naruto disguise here. This one's a lot of fun. Just turn the game speed down a little bit and really see that animation. Pretty funny. So yeah, we got the part 2 summer event. This is probably one of my favorite events for the year so far. I'd say the best one. Got quite a few things going on, so we're going to go through some stuff. 3x top up, 3x potential power. It's already ended. This event will go on to August 17th, so plenty of time to buy items. Hunt these puffer fish. So with that, let's talk about this fish hunt here. So if you choose to do KOL, and the boar missions are the first ones, so you might as well go ahead and collect a bunch of these puffer fish. You're going to take those and convert those into tilapia. We're going to do that. Let's change the game speed, courtesy of our mod here, brought to you by fanhlc.com. This guy's got a free mod. Check it out. Makes the game a lot better. You go to Bob and you're going to exchange your 99 puffer fish or your 10 guppies for a red tilapia. So I've done this a few times. I'll throw one in the mix for you. You're going to get a lot of mid-back items. Nothing too fantastic, to be quite honest with you. Depending on what level your account is, you may or may not choose to waste your time with these items. If you don't have a good back item, yeah, you get something temporary. I believe this option is to use gems. It requires a few gems, and I think this is gold. So I received one red tilapia. And you're going to take that to Master Roshi. And you can pick a green bucket or a yellow bucket. One's 10 gems, one's 5 million gold. I've done both. The items I think are similar. We'll do the gems. I have a lot more gems than I do gold. So I got our green bucket. So we got 35 days to use these. And let's pop this guy open. Let's see what we get. Okay. So we also can get disguises. A little bit of reduce in HP, nothing great here. We're going to delete that one. That disguise can also be found in the other boxes. So you can get disguises and back items from the red tilapia. Next up, we have these shells, snails, crabs, and starfish. So these guys you're going to collect on Kami Island or South Kami. Essentially, you will go to Roshi in the exchange reward, and you have an option here to change out different configurations for different items. Most temporary, with 2 at the bottom being jet ski and 7-star flag with chance of permanent. If you don't have anything at all, maybe go for these if you're free to play. Otherwise, you're going to realize real quick a lot of these items not really worth the hassle. Just my opinion. When your account gets really good, you're not going to bother with this kind of stuff. It's just how it goes. So have fun collecting that stuff. You also got the beach shorts, so you need to wear these guys. You're going to come over to Chi-Chi's shop. You're going to purchase beach pants. You can increase your drop rate with the coconut. I think that lasts for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. So you're going to wear those items and kill monsters, and you will have a chance for a random drop at the monsters. Another good way to get some disguises without spending too much. And we've got your classic gem spin, Lucky Spin top race. We've got the insanely expensive Goku Shard top race. If you choose to blow your dollars that way, you're going to go to exchange points and purchase this guy, which costs a lot. 8,250 gems top up is required to at least buy one of these. Then we've got the next best item, which I recommend is the VIP Tropical Fruit. And you've also got the ability to purchase the Tropical Fruit box via Chi-Chi's shop. This is a non-VIP box for 99 gems. A little expensive. However, if you don't have the event points and you do have the gems or the red rubies, you're able to purchase these items and have a shot at some pretty damn good items, I would say. Let's go ahead. I will pop a few of these. You can only buy 99 at a time, no matter how many gems that you have. Some pretty decent items in here, not gonna lie. So the difference, I will tell you this, between the VIP box at Kami that you will spend your event points on versus the regular tropical box at the Chi-Chi's shop is the drop rate, or I guess permit rate, is significantly higher on the items purchased at the Kami shop. I personally had to buy the fireworks item to get a permanent one of these, which we did get. We had to purchase 70 flags. So at the VIP Tropical Fruit box at the Kami points, you can get a permanent Dragon Ball firework or a permanent snowflake back item if you were able to pull 70 of the items, meaning you're going to get 70 from boxes. No matter how many boxes that you're opening, you've got to get to 70, which I have a notepad here just to make sure they weren't blowing smoke. I did track this. Every time I got a firework, I took a number, got to 69, and the 70th was our permanent firework. So they did not lie to us. 70 does guarantee you a permanent item. Lots of other good items in these boxes, including the Naruto disguise that I got here to add massive inventory attack. Let's see. We've seen this guy already. Not too many applications where I'd want to use him. Let me go into, have a little bit of luck here on zone 2. We're going to put our pan disguise on just for fun. I think it makes a difference. Who am I? So let's see what other items we can get here. There's some good disguises. We already got the snowflake. So you do that 69 more times, you're going to get a permanent snowflake. This is actually a decent item if you need to train you or your kid. There's not many XP items that grant power and SP. So 55% with a little bit of damage is not bad. The critical is a little bit of a bonus. Those critical hits count for sure. We did get a few of those permanent. Don't need it. Monkey pieces will also pop up through these boxes, which is pretty neat. Angel shard pieces as well. If you need the Ozaru pieces, I will say, how many boxes did I pop? I popped a little over or close to 1,000 anyway, and I was able to get, this was at 0, so I was able to get 84 monkey pieces just in the course of trying to get the Dragon Ball fireworks. So that was a nice little bonus. Level 2 monkey, Zaro, will give you that extra 5% damage that we like. Let's see what else we got going on here. Then there's the Lucky Spin top race. Definitely got to have some big pockets. If you want to place in that one, you can definitely get top 100 fairly easily. Let's go and see some of the items that we did get. We got several permanents. Now I will tell you this, the permanent rate on the Lucky Spin right now seems to be extremely high. Someone getting a permanent disguise hourly is guaranteed. So we got almost everything in here. So some of these, like I said, if you have a better account, you probably aren't going to look at these too hard. A little bit of reduce and critical power 30 seconds. Not bad. This one gives you some armor, so maybe good for Omega. The stats are going to be very, very similar. 18 reduce, 22 damage with a power up if you have someone standing nearby. About the same stats here. This one gives you 50% armor, so nearly the same. This one's a little better. This one, I think this is a void, 30% missing rate, so that's my guess. Similar stats with a void. And then Nezuko is different. This one will give you 15% attack power to nearby people for 10 seconds, along with some HP and ki. And that buff takes place every 120 seconds. There's a cooldown. Bulma Arabia came back. You can get this on a lucky spin now. Fairly decent damage with cute damage as well. There's no critical damage, so it's not going to be top, but it's a mid mask. This one you should get while you can. Fry is probably the most balanced attack mask that there is, with a good HP stat. In comparison, they've got your Professor Bulma here. So this one's probably the best for damage. However, there is no HP stat, but you do have 20 crit damage and an extra 5% on boss. So that one is probably the best. But this does have an HP stat, and that does make a difference if you're doing PvP or something like that. So for boss damage, though, yeah, Bulma can't be beat. Let's see, we've got this guy right here. So this is an interesting mask. It's got a lot of critical with some HP convert as well, and some critical damage. I tested this one out, and my HP was extremely low. And after a couple hits, you basically regain full health. So it does increase your attack. However, it's really hard to tell how much. The inventory numbers don't change. There's no buff stat icon or anything, so the jury's kind of out on that one. But yeah, it's pretty cool if you get low HP. If you have 0 pets, this one sucks, but hey, if you get one and it's free and you don't have one, great. A little bit of damage and HP, not great. This one's not in the wheel. I got this from a different event. Good old Mr. Gold, another worthless item. Probably delete that. Finally, we can get some grindstones. So you're going to take these and use those with your level 2 crystals to make sparkling crystals. And with that, we end with the hematite. So we're going to get a ton of those too. All good stuff for using chisels, things like that. Let's go back to Kami Island. So again, I would say one of the best things to get during this event is going to be this mask right here. So this guy's going to add 24,000 to your inventory attack. So this is essentially like having a +8 upgraded glove right into your mask. What's crazy is it's got pure damage, so you're going to be punching through reduce along with a high rate of critical. So what makes this application super cool, let's say I use that mask, the Dragon Ball flag, we still got our cell pet here, and we will put on our critical book. You can tell we are at 94% critical, so we're punching 10 mil guaranteed every time. That's a good application for that. Also, if you have a kid, I'll show you the difference in, let's say we take a permanent fry. We're going to drop that on our disciple. So that's obviously one of the stronger masks. So kid sitting here, he's got a pretty good amount of damage. He's got 204k. Let's see what happens when we apply this mask to our kid. And voila, you've just added 55,000 to his inventory attack. So upon fusion, he's going to be a beast. You're going to see those differences for sure. So the permanent item that we got ended up being a lower powered version of that mask. Kind of a bummer, but yeah, it'll still do some damage. We'll try for a little bit to get another one of those, maybe get a higher damage one. Let's go ahead, I'll purchase a few more of these. Go back to our favorite little spot here, Bone Forest. Seems to be pretty lucky for me. We're going to pop a few of these boxes. And there's a couple flags in here too. I really don't like that mask. And that one gives nothing, really. HP and reduce. Let's go back here. We'll pop a few more of these. So again, you're going to get quite a few of those. Now, I've noticed that popping these non-VIP boxes, it seems like that inventory attack stat is higher than the ones given on the VIP box. I don't know if that's fact or not, but it's something I noticed. The permanent one I got with the 6,000 inventory attack, that was from the Kami boxes, not the Chi-Chi box. So that just confirms my theory that maybe the permanent rate's higher, however the stats are not. See if we can get a monkey box here. Yeah, monkey piece. So nothing good today. These tropical fruit boxes are all dried up. Got the Wings of Heroism, probably the worst thing you could possibly get. No worries. Just make sure you buy a lot of boxes. Another good item they have here is this Dragon Ball Shadow. So if you are able to get your hands on one of these fireworks, it will add a nice little bonus. That's with the suit on. Let's take this off. We'll use Fry just for an example. So the difference being about 30,000. I can get up to about 50,000 just on that. So the fact that it doesn't take any gear space up, kind of nice. Costs 2,000 event points. And lastly, we've got the event items. Some of these go unchanged, so these Goku and Vegeta VIP boxes are definitely known to have high permanent rates. So if you need an immunity disguise, that might be one good way to go about getting one. VIP box, also 99 gem. 8250 we talked about. So you've got your baby golden dragon eggs. I think there is a chance to get a perm in both of these, the VIP dragon box. Haven't seen anybody get anything good, but that's what I've heard. If you are starting a set account, this is a decent time to go ahead and do that because you have a lot of little luck items here. 15%, 10%, 15%. And lastly, you've got your pan, which is 100%. Not too many disciple training items, just your pet Loopy. This one has 20%. That's the only item that they chose to give us this time around. And they've stuck with the 15% gold drop Lucky Cat pet, along with the Lucky Star Shadow. So I did a video already talking about the Golden Ticket Lucky Map, and I've given my thoughts on it. These items are used for that map to increase the gold drop. And last but not least, we've got the HP effect instead of the damage effect. And we've got the Boo Flag, which is always a plus. We'll take quite a few pulls to get that. Got an HP back item, and last but not least, a very cool Super Brawly God Disguise. HP damage is not there, but reduced damage is 20%. A little bit of a Void and HP regen with some speed. This item really doesn't make a difference. If you have the mod, you're going to run as fast as you like. And also, we've got some other items in here. I don't know if anyone's talked about these. Let's go to. There's this right here now in the shop is permanent. If you want to buy one of those for immunity, a little costly, but it will guarantee you immunity. And also, you've got this right here. So you can purchase this for 2 gems, and it's actually pretty helpful for when you get on Prison Planet. It will not do the damage nerf and HP nerf whenever you get there if you're trying to fight Cumber. So for 2 gems, that's definitely a bargain to be able to punch full power. Very helpful. And so yeah, guys, that's about it. You can also get a couple pufferfish every login. You can get 2 of those. It's already pretty easy to get. The KOL quest, I won't be going over that. I'm not doing this one because it's way too much work for things I don't need. But the very first mission is 70 Bora quests, which are the worst ever. So if you're doing that, good luck. I have a lot of patience. You got my respect. I won't be doing that one. But there are some good rewards. So all in all, this is probably easily the best event of the year so far. We'll see what Halloween looks like again. That's usually my favorite. But this is a good event to gain XP, build a set, and get some very powerful items like the snowflake and fireworks, which may or may not come back. They usually hold out on us there. But all in all, guys, it's a good event. Spend a few bucks and enjoy the game. We'll see you next time.